Polarogram. It is a polarigraphic analysis graph of current versus potential, current, decomposition potential, residual current, applied voltage, current applied voltage called polarogram, current applied voltage called polarogram, half wave potential, limiting current, diffusion current, AB, residual current, BE, half wave potential, BEF, CD, limiting current, DG, diffusion current. Factors affecting the current voltage called residual current. The polarigraphy, the residual current is the small charging current detected in the absence of a reactive species. This current flows in the absence of depolarizer due to supporting electrolyte. This must be taken into account when analyzing polarigrams. There are two sources of residual current. The first is the reduction of trace contaminants, dissolved oxygen, heavy metals that are almost always present in the blank solution throughout time. The second is the ensuring the charging current electrons which charge the droplets in the relation to the solution. Residual current, the current that flows in the absence of the depolarizer that is due to supporting electrolyte is called residual current. This has to be taken into consideration while interpreting the polarograms. It is the sum of the relative larger condenser current IC and the very small Faraday current IF. Residual current equal to Faraday current and condenser current. Condenser current is due to formation of Hallman-Tooth double layer at the mercury surface. Faraday current is due to trace impurities. Migration current. Migration of charged particles in the electric field is caused by the potential difference existing between the electrode surface and the solution. Limiting current, diffusion current plus migration current. Migration current is due to migration of cations from the bulk of the solution towards cathodes due to diffusive force irrespective of concentration gradient. Diffusion current is the difference between residual and limiting current. Diffusion current is caused by the electroreducible ion diffusion from the bulk of the sample to the surface of the mercury droplet as a result of the concentration gradient. Diffusion current, the difference between residual current and limiting current is called diffusion current. Diffusion current is due to actual diffusion electro-reducible ion from the bulk of the sample to the surface of the mercury droplet due to concentration. The rate of diffusion of an ion to electrode surface is given by Fick's law. Conventional current, if the ions are transported to the electrode surface by mechanical means such as stirring in the solution, then current is set up, which affect the limiting current is called conventional current. The current reaches steady state value when it exceeds the particle potential known as limiting current. The limiting current is due to contribution of the three different types of current. Beyond the certain potential, current reaches the steady state value called limiting current. The kinetic current is which is the rate of non-electrode reaction might influence the limited current. The kinetic current is proportional to the rate constant and the interface volume. As a result, it is direct function of size but is unaffected by the velocity of mercury flow. The current occurs when an electroactive species oxidize or reduce state chemical equilibrium with another material. Half-wave potential. Half-wave potential is the potential which the concentration of oxidized and reduced form our electrode surface is equal, that is 50% of oxidized and 50% reduced from the present. Ilkovic equation In 1934, economics investigated the different factors that affect the diffusion current and developed the Polarogram equation that relates the diffusion current and concentration of the non-polarizing electrodes. Factors affecting the diffusion current: temperature. Diffusion current varies with temperature as the ionic mobility changes with temperature and diffusion current changes. Pressure. Pressure controls the diffusion current by altering the mass flow of mercury and thus its speed. This can be regulated by adjusting the reservoir's height and speed. Concentration. Diffusion current is directly proportional to the concentration of electroreducible ions. Interfacial surface tension. The diffusion current is affected by interfacial tension at the mercury surface. That is, there is a gap between the surface and DME and the solution phase containing the active ions. As a result, the current may be reduced by reducing the size of droplets and their interfacial tension can be reduced.